Hello everyone, Warangel here, and welcome back to the Vortex campaign with Clan Pestilens. Now today we're starting off with a battle between Lord Skrolk and the former leader of the Cult of Sotek, Teheran. Now I say former because he has since confederated with Exotl and now become under the command of Lord Mazamundi. So yeah, former leader I think is quite fitting. Now, we are going to heavily outnumber him in this force, because not only do we have Lord Skrolk's army, which is pretty much back up to full strength, but we also got the garrison of the Sentinels of Zeti right here. Now, despite that, the Banspar is not entirely in our favour, because, well, as you can see, they've got some experienced Source Warriors, which, despite being low to medium tier, they're still powerful units. They've got a whole bunch of Chameleon Skinks, which are annoying to deal with. And they're going to have two powerful Stegodons, the Thunderous one, as well as the one that Teheran himself is riding. So, yeah, this might be a bit of a tough fight, but we're going to try our best and see how we do. Now, just to help out a little bit, I'm going to get some more uses of the Menace Blow. We don't want to go too much, though, because as you can see, we've got a major food shortage right now, and the more we use, the longer it's going to take to fill up. But hopefully we'll get some food back after this next battle. So, see you guys, down there. Well then guys, here we are on the battlefield, as we can see the forces of the Lizardmen marching towards our line, obviously concerned about being shelled at by our Plague Claw catapults. But as the distance is quite big between us, I'm taking the opportunity instead to cast some spells using our Plague Priest and Lord Skrolk, just to increase the amount of Plague Monks we have on the battlefield. So if I let the game speed up a little bit, you can see my first unit being summoned in right here. Now what I decided to do for this battle in terms of strategy, if I zoom out a minute, and slow things down just a moment, is we've got our main line right here. Standard formation for me, you've seen plenty of times before. What I've done then with my Night Runners is put them over on this flank, and their job is to either try and chase down some of the Chameleon Skinks, or to get in position behind the enemy and just start slinging their slings at them from behind. Over on our left flank then is where the garrison reinforcements are coming in, and I decided at the time to just put them in a line here, either to help prevent the enemy from trying to outflank us, or to potentially run around and attack the enemy from behind. But at the time I didn't realise they have a couple of units coming through the trees, and we won't spot them for a little while. So while the units start getting closer and closer, let's go back to this view a second, you can see we're already firing away with our Plague Claw catapults. We've only got a couple of shots here and there because we've only just spotted a couple of the units that have come into view. What I end up actually doing as we go a little bit further on is I see that these units here start getting boosted up with some magic. So I instead get all my Plague Claws to just focus their attention on further away units. We've already done a ton of damage to these skirmishers, which I don't actually remember seeing throughout the battle. So we must have done a ton of damage to them doing this part of the battle. But the enemy are slowly getting closer and closer, which is focusing our attention on their units with our Plague Claws, doing as much damage as needed. And otherwise, we just wait for the enemy to get closer and closer to our line. As I'm seeing occasional boosts of magic, you can see here, for example, if I hover over, we've got Pan's Impenetrable Pelt even, increasing the enemy's physical resistance, so I decided to focus my attentions over this side instead. Casting some more over there, a little annoying. This one is increasing their armor, so they're not taking as much damage, but we're trying our best. As the enemy get a bit closer though, we're going to start getting ourselves ready for the charge. Still taking shots when we can, and you can see over on our left flank that our troops are finally again into position, but they get spotted by the enemy's warriors. At the time, I didn't actually see these guys until like a few seconds later, so I was wondering who spotted them. But there we go, everyone is now spotted, and is starting to send more units around to the left flank. As the front line now gets a bit closer and closer, I'm casting magic where I can. So if I slow things down a minute again, I did summon some clan rats in to try and spy out some of the Chameleon Skinks, as well as to potentially get them caught in one place for me to cast Plague. But instead, we end up getting blasted by this spell. Now, I presume it's something to do with a unique ability of Teheran's, but it's been a while since I've used him, so I have no idea what actually caused it. I think I can actually spot it though on one of the icons underneath the stats. So yeah, definitely down to him, but Jesus, that looks so cool. It's like just shooting in the Hammer of Dawn from Gears of War, you know? Anyway, the charge starts off with the Thunderous one actually charging straight into a unit of Clan Rat spears, and I take the opportunity really to focus a lot of attention on this. This can devastate my lines if I let it. So we've got, Clan Rats coming in, we've got our Sensor Bearers are going to be charging in to try and help. They're not the best against large targets, but I figured they can do armor-piercing damage, it will come in handy. We even got Scalpake over here, just charging in, trying to do some damage. He is anti-large, but it would have been very difficult for him to take him on by itself. But, yeah, even with all of this, it's still doing a ton of damage. You can just see the blood gushing out from that attack just then. Over on our left flank, I've got my Triads trying to intercept some of the red-crested skinks. The thing when you click on them said that it should be an easy fight for us, but instead the combat turned out to be fairly even. So we'll let that happen. But the main thing I was doing over on the left flank was just using our crappy units to try and hold the enemy in place for as long as possible. So over here, for example, we've got some Clan Rats just attacking our enemy Source Warriors. We've got other units charging up eventually to pin the enemy into position. What I end up doing though, I move over to here and spot them, we've got 2 units of Night Runners as part of the garrison, and what I end up doing with these guys is sneaking them past the line in order to try and chase away some of the Chameleon Skinks here, as well as move behind the enemy Source Warriors, so we'll be able to shoot them from behind. As that's going on though, we've got a big lightning explosion coming in from the Thunderous one. But in the centre, things are looking pretty good for us. We've already got 1 unit of Source Warriors starting to rout. We've got the Chameleon Skinks running away as a result. This one, we've got some very close support from the Claw Catapults, but they're doing some damage, which I'm quite happy with. And if I head over to the right a second, actually, let's pull back in one moment. We had Teneran, who has been staying out of the battle for some time, but he's been my target for my Teeth Breakers, and he was making a beeline for Lord Skrolk just here. But luckily for that, I spotted him just in time to send a unit of Clan Rats in order to try and intercept him. So the job of these guys and the spear ones behind them is just to pin Teneran in place while we blast him with the Teeth Breakers. And if I speed things up again, oops, wrong button. If I speed things up a little bit again, you can see it's actually doing a fair bit of damage, so I'm just letting them stay away and eventually it's going to whittle them down. Over here on our right flank then, we've got Vectic and the units trying to pin the enemy in place still. We've got our Pit Fighters of Hell's Deep getting into position to go after these Saurus Spears. Unfortunately, I didn't have much of a choice because all the enemy on this side was Spear Warriors. So it was either go after this one or go after that one, although I say that, and there was a unit right here. Whoops, so it shows me why I'm not paying much attention. Back in the centre now, I've managed to bring in my Night Runners, and the job of 2 of them in particular is to go after these units of Chameleon Skinks. I've taken a battering thanks to the Plagueclaw Catapults, so they're chasing after them. Over here now, because the centre is now pretty much run by us, I'm letting go with things like the Plague Spell in order to try and whittle down the Chameleon Skinks some more, as well as a Pestilent Breath, blasting away some of them. We've got other units in, like Plague Monks now coming in. The Night Runners are busy just slinging their poisonous knives and their shuriken, whatever it is they use. Shuriken, it looks like, from that glimpse just then. Charging into the enemy there. In the centre then, you can see our plan worked. We managed to wound Teheran, who's now looking a miserable pile of flesh on the ground. Our right flank now is pretty much secure. The enemies are starting to run away. And I actually didn't get a chance to see this in the battle because I was busy focusing elsewhere. But the Thunderous one managed to make its way off the battlefield. We managed to whittle it down quite a bit with all the units we had thrown at it, but it wasn't enough, unfortunately. But our forces, though, were enough to break the enemy at this point. So you can see our enemy count is 0. We outnumbered the enemy massively, and we still took quite a few casualties. About a quarter of our force was killed. But that's okay. Skaven Rats lives are supposed to die for the greater good of the Skaven kind. So, really at this point, we're just spending our time chasing down the last of the enemy as much as we can. The chameleon skinks are very, very fast, so they're going to get off the battlefield without taking any more losses. But the Source Warriors are going to take quite a few as we chase down as many of them as we can. A couple of them will still make their way off the map, but it's one of those things. But anyway, I think it's safe to say, let's go back to the campaign map. Now I have to say, looking through the amount of kills each of my units got, I feel a bit underwhelmed, considering now we managed to kill about 1,000 of theirs. I mean, yeah, just looking at those numbers, 7, 4, 9, 7. I mean, up here they did a bit better, with units like, 109 here, 95 here, 131 here. But yeah, just feels a bit lackluster, But anyway, the most important thing was we were able to win the fight. We eliminated most of the Source Warriors as well, and we should be able to chase them down now and kill off any survivors. Now, what do we exactly want to do though? The food would be nice, but I've got a slight idea with the money. I think we need a fair bit, because I would like to try and buy the Mark of the Old Ones, so we can complete the province where the Altar of the Horned Rat happens to be in. So, first of all, Prophet of Doom defeated Tehran for extra casualties and attrition. Got campaign line of sight. Assault of Stone. I love that spell. Guess what, Skrolk? You've got a new item to play with. No longer do we want the Scroll of Lycos, we want the Scroll of Stone. At least until we start looking into his, personal items, which we need to do at some point. I think once we've given our troops a chance to rest up, then we will. For now, though, let's go and kill off the survivors. Just don't die. Okay, I was a little worried about the rat ogres, but we were fine. Only 19 losses. Alright, got a few more. Let's take some more food this time. Reptile Thing Sacrifice. The Great Horned Rat's hunger must be appeased, and the ancient enemy make the most satisfying meals. I'm sure. Extra weapon strength when fighting against them? Okay. And the Shroud of Dripping Death. This horrid banner is covered in foul stains that drip and splash as the bearer moves. The whole vile hide throbs, oozing a greenish-tinted fluid. That sounds absolutely disgusting, but I love it. Very fitting for Pestilens, eh? Now, let's get you in the Sentinels of Zeti in order to rest up. It'll take about 3 turns, 2 turns, 6 turns. Okay. Let's actually swap out one of our Dwarf High banners for the Shroud of Dripping Death. Why not? Alright, so now Lord Skrolk's moved. Boboat, right, you're going to be... What have they got here?
Certainly not.
Okay, Vigilo.
Never.
I think you'll be okay in that fight. Alright, Pestilens. Now, I was actually mentioned in the comments of the last episode that something I should consider doing is not just heading towards Hexotl, but try and aim for the capitals of other places as well, like Lothern, Nagrand. We can go to the Southlands, to Kemri, and places like that. So, maybe we'll put that on our list of things to do. The only thing is, it takes ages for people to get over there, But it is a solid idea, especially if it's going to help me get a bit of extra income. But we'll head up to Hexotl first, and then we can see what we do with our rituals. Can't do it for another 25 turns here, anyway. We've got 3,000... No, I wanted to do the region. So we're going to come here, speak to Kraken Lord's Dreadhost, Marks of the Old One, and buy it. While we're here, actually, let's have a look.
You have my attention.
Are you willing to give me trade?
I will not.
Nothing yet, but our relationship is continuing to improve, so hopefully we'll get it soon. You're not willing to give me anything. You're not even around. Come on. Nope. Oh well. It's worth a try, and more importantly, we now secured the Headhunter's Jungle. I do think it's a really good mod, the region trading, and the version I pick is very... balanced, I think. That, before you can buy regions, you have to fit the criteria, and even then, you can only buy certain ones based on whether or not you got any presence in the province already. Whereas, when you can get the unlimited version, I think I used it once before, and that's just crazy. You can just go and buy anything you want, whenever you want, as long as you've got the cash, which is really, really weird. But, yeah. Recommended mods of, one of my recommended mods anyway for using in campaigns. Alright, bubble rats, slice in. Alright, what am I going to do with you? Let's go for Blessed with Filth. Lock Ishini will continue giving you some health. Could have gone for concealment bombs, but I think we're okay for now. Commandments. Ooh, I don't know really. I suppose I'm not that fussed about corruption, so let's go and get some extra food from here. Lord Skrolk. We've finished his magic tree, and really we've finished a lot of the campaign tree, so we could work on battle effects and improving our troops, or we could make him just better in combat, since that's the way he seems to be going down at the moment. I think at the very least we can give him tail weapon. And any of these other ones. Clan rats, Skaven weapon teams. What do we need for rally, by the way? 6 points. Right. Molder. Right. I'm going to go for this one, because of the bonuses for the Plague Claw catapults. So let's grab that. Scalpake, we're just going to go that one at the moment, because all we need to do otherwise is improve his leadership. Vectech, congratulations, you've now got Wild-Eyed of top tier. And I think that's everything. Time to see what happens next. Oh. Teclis has come. What the? Where did Ulthuan Stormrider just come from? Huh. Well, we're gonna have to fight this battle. The Banspar is massively in my favour. Well, sorry, not in my favour, against me. Huh. Unless we retreat, because bear in mind we can get rid of the garrison at least, and then we can use Lightning Strike to go after these guys. Yeah, let's retreat. And just see what they do. We managed to retreat really far back as well. Okay, he's gone back in there. If needed to now, we'll be able to at least march in and go after each of them, although Teclis is running away. Sure, if that's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do. What we can do now is go out for that army that's currently garrisoned outside the settlement, and then we can go after the settlement itself then. Or we can just attack the Mud Isle straight away and take out that one guy outside. We'll sort something out anyway. Well, this is going to be a pretty one-sided fight for back. So let's just auto-resolve it, kill them off. This time round, what have we got? Got plenty of food. Was that enough to boost us though to normal levels? Not quite. Sure, let's enslave them, get some extra food anyway. Alright, Children of Exalta are doing their next ritual already. Backpack is dead, Craven destroyed. Anybody else? No. Okay. Oh wow, our replenishment has jumped up now, hasn't it? Oh, it's probably because of this. Well, obviously. If we only got it for starving food, our casualty replenishment rate is really dropped by 10%. Now we're in a shortage, we're actually doing okay. What I would like to do now with Skrolk is actually start heading towards the Golden Colossus. But I'm wondering if it's going to be in our better interest to actually help out and just conquer Mud Isle, get rid of it once and for all. So let's teleport you over here. And let's see if we can set up an ambush with Bubble Rats. So we'll do something like that. I doubt it's going to be much use, but you never know. You never know. Alright, Plague Walk can just continue on his way. Can we actually get you to assassinate? That's we're trying to level him up as we go past. Failure. Never mind. Okay, Pestilens. Let's send you over here. We're only 2 turns away from actually building our Undercity, so that's going to be good. And then 10,000 gold. What can we spend it on? Let's get some extra food for here. The marks are the old ones. Let's get defenses for definites. And I'm thinking we might as well just focus on getting more food buildings. We can always get money from sacking places, but food is always something we need to focus on. So, oh actually, one second. Guacamole Crater, here. Can we upgrade that yet? We can, but we need 5,000, right. We'll keep that. Where did I just start upgrading a thing? Right. We'll leave that for the minute. Let's upgrade this. I want to do this because not only will this give us Warplock Jezels and Deathglow Bombardiers, but Poison Wind Mortars are something I really want to get my eyes on. Well, get my hands on, I should say. I loved that watching them in the intro to them before the DLC came out, and the animations just look fantastic. You know, with the little touches, like one of them dropping the shell on the ground, and then all of them like, oh my god, is it about to explode? Things like that was really, really cool. We'll go for Trixie Review this time for that. Okay, that should be everything. Let me just check diplomacy one more time.
Aboard the tower, welcome to the
Right. Still not willing to give me that yet, are you? You're not willing. And our relationship with you is going down. Mainly because I treat you with Clan... Oh. Fair enough. Well, I have to admit, Clan... oh god. Sky? No. What's that? Sky, right. I was thinking, you know when you have a bit, as my friend calls them, a brain fart. And it's just that moment when you're like, hang on, what's the name of that? I should know that, but I don't. Huh? Anyway, Bubble Rat, despite having 100% chance of setting an ambush, wasn't able to do it. But at least he's learned from his mistake. At least he's learned how to become a more successful ambusher, eh? Okay, so supply theft in Itza. 500 warpstone tokens. Nah, we won't do anything for now. Let's just pop for all of these. It'd be nice not to get so many popping up in the future, you know? Okay. Bramak. If I'm lucky, this army here from Sareth the Black Conqueror. That sounds like a cool name, doesn't it? Hopefully she will be able to kill him off. Although she is taking some attrition right now, thanks to suffering the plague from us. Oh well. Says the wife for going into my territory, I think. Right. We do actually have a... Didn't we spot a Lizman army during her end turn phase as well, near the Sentinels? Well, hopefully the garrison's going to be enough. What I might actually do is destroy that. And then we can see about maybe getting the defenses built instead. Now, as for you, let's have a look. How are we going to do this? And who do I want fighting this battle? I think we'll get Bubbarat to lead it. Simply because I think he could do with a bit of extra experience. So if we get you to attack the Mud Isles straight away. Okay. We'll encircle the base, and we'll send Lord Skrolk now after that smaller army. Okay. Massively outnumber them, as expected. Goodbye. Let's make sure we give... Who do we want to give this to? I'll give this to my... Can't give it to my Sensor Bears, they've already got one. We'll give that to you. And then we'll give that, I don't know, give them to the Rat Ogres. Extra weapon strength. No, I'll tell you what. We'll swap it around. Excuse me. The Triads can have that, and you can have that, because to be honest, you've got more than enough weapon strength anyway. Alright, let's take the food. There we go. Terrifying Mask of E. Did we not already get that? I could have swore I gave that to Bubble Rat. Yeah. Okay. Looks like we just got 2 of them. That's okay. I'm gonna give it to a Lock Ishini. Instead of giving him about this, let's give you that. Just the idea that he's decided to mask himself, well, like he's sort of done already. Right, any of these we can give you? Not really. I will give you a Luckstone, just to help out a little bit there. And then let's attack the Mud Isles. Okay, overwhelming numbers. Goodbye. Right. Let's sack it first of all. And then we'll go back in and occupy completely. When the game lets me. Go on then. Right. Yeah, we'll take the food and occupy it to tier 3 straight away. Alright, and then what we got, we'll repair the ports, we'll get defenses, and we'll go for more food. There we go. Alright. Lord Skrolk, what can we do with you now? Are you guys currently at war? You are at war with Exotal, right. Now, I'm not too fussed if they actually take the Forgotten Isles, but I would like to at least secure the Golden Colossus with them. Ideally, I want the whole thing, but if we can at least secure one region, then what I definitely want to buy is the Dust Gate, so we can get our hands on the warpstone from it. So if we get Lord Skrolk, to be honest, I'll leave him as he is for now, because we'll be able to use the Underway to teleport over to here and go after the Golden Colossus in the following turn. Or even if we might have to send him back to help out with a potential attack on Zeti. We'll wait and see what happens to that. In the meantime, we'll upgrade... In fact, don't really need to worry about that. Let's upgrade that while we're here, and we'll grab that too. Okay, Sentinels of Time, we'll upgrade that. We'll go for... To be honest, we don't really need any recruitment buildings, because all of them we get in our top tiers. We'll just go for one of these, and one of those. Right, Gragball Crater could do with some more defenses, but at the moment we're relatively okay. Otherwise I think we're alright. We'll go ahead now, we'll keep that for the next turn. Vectech, let's have a look. What I will have to do for next episode as well is change the names for units like I've done with the Mucilon campaign. Because I do like that personal touch of actually having units that I care about, which seems a bit weird saying when you're talking about Skaven, but, you know, you have to like those little furry beasts, you know? Alright, let's give you that. Help you get around a little faster. Bubble Rat, one more turn. One more turn. And then we'll have to decide which one of these to go for. Out of the options, I do think the best one to go for bearing in mind Bubble Rat's backstory and character, I do think that one of these two would be best, but I'll tell you what, I will leave it up to, oh god, Herald of Storm Vermin, thank you. I just remembered, I knew it was something Skaven-like, but Herald, when you watch this, let me know which one of these you want Bubble Rat to have. Life is Cheap, Dastardly and Devious, or Ravenous Expansion. Let me know down in the comments, mate, and I will pick him for you. So I'll leave his point for the moment. So let's skip through the next one. Lock Ishini will continue giving you Survivalist. Okay, Obskeith has returned to us. Let's move you down. I don't know. Where do we want to move you? I suppose we'll just continue getting you to steal technology from over here. Although it might take a little while for you to actually get down there, bless you. Alright. Plague Walk. I'm going to send you off to find out what was happening with... Here he is. Go and try and assassinate him again. Success this time. Good. A good level up as well. Okay, Tudor Isles. I think we're going to go exploitative, get some more food. We've got a rebellion happening here at Trogopol, but between the garrison and the walls, I think we'll be okay. Scalpake. Oh god, what can I give you now? we are just going to have to focus on Indomitable for now. He's got everything else you could possibly need. Slice Sin can get his hands now on a Plague Furnace. Sure, we'll go and grab you that. Plague Rock, our assassin, can now level... No, he can't level up. Right, let's go spread public order then. Okay, Lord Skrolk. Let's continue working on your engineering skill. Improving our catapults. And there we go. Got Incursion now to deal with, but that's okay. With our warpstone tokens as well, we should be able to start building stuff over in Hexotl once we establish the Undercity. But we'll get there first. First of all, let's watch... Is he going to die for... Oh. Hang on. That could actually work out for us. We can get Bubbarat, if he hasn't fought Teclis yet, to fight Teclis just to gain his trait for defeating him in battle. That could be useful. Oh! I saw the Slan Mage and I thought, oh god. Oh god. Okay. I was a little worried to begin with, and now we've got Mazamundi turning up of all things. Okay, looks like we're not going to go and attack the Golden Classes just yet. What does Creek want? He wants a defensive alliance. The thing is, it's not worth it. Given his location, it's really not worth it, because how is he going to help me, or how am I going to help him exactly? What I will do is, I wonder if we can get trade agreement again, okay, and give me military access as well. And you can pay me some money for the privilege. There we go. Now what does Aranessa want? She wants a non-aggression. She wants me to pay her. No. If you're gonna do this, give me these. Well, your loss. Okay. I just saw something very weird during that end turn phase. And I didn't think I had it set up that could do it. And that was Arkan the Black is now part of the forces of Kenri. He's actually got a presence around here. Yet I could have swore I had it set up for the Recruit Defeated Lords mod that Kenri couldn't recruit him, because why would Cetra recruit Arkan, you know? Oh god, that feels weird seeing that. I'll have to go back and double check, but yeah. Okay. Mazamundi. The Shredder of Lustria, Dread Saurian. Oh god. This is going to be an interesting battle if we fight these, because he hasn't got much in the way of troops. Red-crested skinks, more skinks, one unit of Source Warriors. But Mazamundi himself, level 31. He's got his Cobra Mace. He hasn't got any of his other items. Interesting. Release captives, replenish troops. And he is Wyden's luck still. He's going to have, obviously, access to, what was it, Devastation of Cities? Is that the spell? Oh, I can't remember. It's been a while. But, let's have a look. We use the Underway. I'm going to risk the jump to the Sentinels. Because if he tried to intercept it, I think we could have won that fight quite easily. But as for you, Babavat, kill off Teclis. Did you get the traits? You got High Elf Bane, I'll take that. Order Destroyed, Dragonbane Gem. Oh, he must have already had it. Let's have a look. Ambush, Ruin Unrestrained, is that it? Yeah, you already had it. Okay, fair enough. Give you that while I'm here. Right. What we'll do then is we'll grab Bubbarat. What's that? Mysterious Island. Is it worth taking? Sure, let's visit it. It's been a long time since I've actually used any of those, like the island and coastal events. Aggression, sure. Another Blade of Corruption. Gain Frenzy, okay. But yeah, it's been a while since I've actually worried about using any of those. It's just rarely ever comes up, you know? Right. I'd rather not you go by thing. We'll get you back onto land. and we'll get you that way instead. There we go. Now, our income is actually coming up quite a bit now, so I'm tempted to start recruiting another army. And like I said, I like the idea of having a Eshin-themed force using Deathmaster Snikt, as well as getting a combination then of Eshin, and I don't know, we haven't exactly used a lot of Clan Scry or a lot of Clan Molder troops yet. So, as weird as it would be, maybe we could mix the others, or we could just go for 2 separate armies. I don't know yet. But I think that now would be a good time for us to actually have a look about doing that. So let's just have a look. We'll get some defenses here now. Oh, we can't do it yet anyway. Oh, so much for that plan. In that case, let's just grab food. Do we want food? No, let's go weapons dump. Let's get something for there at least. Okay, Mud Isle, we'll upgrade that. Might as well go for that as well. There we go. Okay, Bubble Rats can now get Brood Hollow. We'll grab you that now. Warpstone weapon. Luckily he's already got a magical weapon, but that could be handy for the future. And then, yeah, we'll leave you a point there for now. Unlock Ishini. This time round, we could continue working his melee attack. We're gonna go... No. Replenish troops, that would be a better choice. Plague Walk. You are tired though, so... What I'm actually going to do is get you to head over towards the altar. No. We'll have you... Come over here. You can scout out for me what's happening down here. They're laying siege to the Forgotten Isles, that's fine. You've moved... Okay, you... Oh crap, that's what we wanted to spend the money on, wasn't it? Whoops. Okay, let's actually go down to the Turtle Isles again. Just cancel those buildings I just asked for. So that one, wasn't it? We could get that... Let's save that for now as well. Right, and let's grab you. Right. Establish Warlock Laboratory. For 2,462. I mean, it's not as much as I was hoping for. But it's something, at least. But there we go, we got that. So first thing we want to do is go for... Let's actually go for deeper tunnels. And then I'm trying to remember which one was it. There's a particular one that basically just gives you flat bonuses. Research rate, upkeep... That one we could go for eventually. Strip mining... Not too fussed about that one. Oh, where is it? Raiding camp, this one. So this is going to give us a percentage of all the income from the local settlements, as well as provide extra food. So we'll go for that. And then we'll make sure then as well just get some extra murder holes to help things out a bit. Between these two, we should be okay. The extra income is not so big a deal, but any extra money we make from it will be fine. But now I have to see about maybe sending off some more agents in the future. Okay, slice in. I gave you Plague Furnace. Let's start giving you River. And that should be all your magic done. Let's do one final check with regards to diplomacy. Right. What am I actually doing here now? Let's give you a gift. Just to help things out a little bit more. And let's have a quick look with these guys again. Still not interested. Go for non-aggression. No? Wow. In that case, let's just hit enter. There we go, look. Arc in the Black. Wow. Definitely did not set the mod up correctly then. Because with the defeated, recruit defeated lords mod, there is a way to make it lore friendly. So it doesn't do a lot of changes, but it does prevent stuff like, can we recruit an Arc in the Black? Because historically the two of them hated each other. And things like that. So, yeah. Bit weird seeing that in there. Anyway. Clawback provisions. Over the past few weeks, your warlock engineers have reported parts missing from your personal supply. Your spies eventually track the thief to its lair, and it turns out that one of your lords is secretly building a large mechanical claw to extract and crush previously unminable rock to extract the valuable warpstone within. So we could reduce Bubblewad's leadership loyalty by 6 to get our hands on a mechanical claw, which gives us some extra bonuses, or we can go for just 2,000 warpstone tokens. I don't want to risk the loyalty, so I'm just going to go and demand a stake. So you got lucky, and I will make offer you a deal. Yes, yes? There we go. Let's just pop through all of these. Ooh, weapon strength for plague monks. Handy. Alright, factions destroyed. We've got so many incursions, it's getting ridiculous. Anyway, guys, let's end today's episode here. So, next time, we're gonna go after Mazamundi and deal with his army here, before marching down and to at least try and take the golden classes. If we can also grab the Dust Gates, that would be fantastic, while they're busy with the Forgotten Isles, and then we can just eventually buy it off them. But we definitely need to deal with Mazamundi. Once we've secured then that province down here, what's it called again? The Copper Desert. I think it will be time for us to start expanding up north then. So we can go, for example, the Wolf Hearts, and go after Itza and places like that. We're still going to keep our alliance with Locke here. So far it's worked out quite beneficial for us, so I'm going to let it continue. And then, yeah, we'll just focus our attentions instead on Wolfheart and the Cold One Runts here at Hoalotl. Between these two, we should take a fair bit of territory here, and then we can always go after the Greenskin Gits, which are rebels as well, and that should allow us to take a lot of territory up here in the northern part of Lustria. But that's to come in the future. For now though, guys, thank you very much for watching today's episode. I hope you enjoyed, and you do join me next time for some more Warhammer. But until then, everybody, take care, stay safe, and goodbye for now.